Hi, what if I told you you can solve problems in your sleep? You can heal relationships with others without letting them know. You can amplify your affirmations and switch words by 10 times. You can develop sixth sense for success in business and other areas of life. These are not improbable superpowers. You and I can actually do all of this with ease. And our guest expert today will show us how. Hi everyone, I am Shilpa Malimani and I'm delighted to welcome today's debutant speaker on the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies, Sachin Bangera. Sachin is a master's in psychology. He has 15 years of corporate experience and has also mastered transcendental meditation, past life regression, numerology, handwriting analysis, theta healing, and other techniques. Today, he presents his signature program backed by years of brain research, positive psychology, and many other techniques. We have a lot to know from someone who could get away with flying colors even by studying just a few days before his exams. Welcome, Sachin.
Thank you so much for having me on your platform. It's so nice to be here with all of you today.
And we are very
So
excited, Sachin. Thank you for joining.
I'm also equally excited.
Yes. And I want to tell everybody that we have a lot of action planned on today's call. Sachin is actually going to take us through the alpha state. You will learn soon that it is an all important state where anything is possible. We are going to plan for the week ahead in a very different way. Sachin is actually going to take us through a very interesting exercise about what is the best way to plan our day in such a way that we are actually successful in having that day the way we want, and there is also best time to do it. Also, for those of who do not have our new year resolutions in place or we are not able to follow it, Sachin is going to share something which we can use year on year to be on track all the time. And of course, there are some really fabulous stories and some individual demos are also going to take place today. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun today. So Sachin, tell us about yourself. What is this work? And tell us your journey, your story based on what you're sharing with us today.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. And basically, I started with reading. I used to read a lot of books. Even before I completed my 10th standard, I used to read. And one of the books I love, and I'm sure many of the one of you in the audience also have read this book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Uh, that was a very interesting book. It was written long back. After that, a lot of research has happened, and as you know, that I learned a lot about mind and how the mind functions in my academic education. I did my master's in psychology, and uh, apart from that, I also learned from many different teachers. I learned NLP, hypnosis, many things. And I also kept in myself updated about the latest research in 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 the field of brain, like how the brain functions, etc. So I experimented a lot of things, and one of the event which made me go deeper into it was when after coming from a lecture, like I was a student at a time. After coming from a lecture, I had my lunch, and then I went into a deep level of the mind uh, called the alpha level. Right at that level, tried to recall that lecture, and I could recall so much in detail, not only the points that were covered, but when the professor was talking about it, uh, uh, what at that time, what the students, where they were sitting, like my friends, where they were sitting, if they made some movement, also physical movement, I could even remember that, what kind of clothes they were wearing, the color, and everything was so. and even outside my classroom, if somebody walked past that door, I could see the door. So I could even remember that. So it was surprising for me, right? It was very surprising, and because of that, I uh, delved, went into deeper into this, and then I had many successes. Like, I lot of things change in my life. The Many of my goals I achieved. Like, when I got married, this was in 2010.
Mm-hmm.
After that also, like, we started a business, I and
Mm-hmm.
my wife, and we visualized that, we will be successful in this business. Although we were like, it was the day one of joining, like, we are, nothing was there with us, but we visualized that, we will be successful, and a lot of people will be uh, congratulating us, and we will be on stage. There will be 500 people sitting there clapping for us. Okay, we will be felicitated,
Mm.
etc. And unbelievably, like, in 1 year, I believed in it, but it actually, when it happened in reality, is like something very different, right? So in
Yeah.
1 year, we achieved that. We were on stage, and people were clapping. There was a bouquet on our hands, and uh, the photographers were taking photographs, etc. So it was fun. And like, after 1 year, like, I had made my wife leave her job because we started that business. And in that 1 year, uh, after 1 year, she doubled her income. In
Wow.
the third year, it was 3 times. So all these things we were visualizing, we were together, like, all the actions were taken by my wife in the business. But like, the visualization and imagination at these deep levels created something very magical for us. So this is something that is possible through this. And in every area of life, if I talk about health, then uh, like, I had a problem. Like, if I drink anything cold, okay, anything, if I
Mm.
eat ice cream or something like that, or cold water or soft drink or something like that, I will immediately start having sneezing and cold. If there is anyone in the audience who has this problem, I can, you know how it is, right? It's very,
Yeah.
but it was happening because of a childhood conditioning, right? I was told in my childhood uh, that, if you drink cold water or soft drink, then you will have cold. And I, somewhere, like, it was not a conscious decision, but as a
Mm.
child, I just believed it. And because of that, it became a subconscious belief, a negative belief, which was impacting me negatively in my health. But after learning this, I removed that belief also, and after that, I had that problem disappeared from my life. Now I can eat anything. uh, I can eat ice cream, but I I will not even sneeze once. So this is like health in every area of life. Even my students have achieved amazing success. Like, you can name a thing, I can tell you. You can, like,
Absolutely.
discuss a problem, I can, and I can give a story also of someone who has achieved that.
Yes.
So all this is like, in every area of life, we can have, we can create a result that we want. Nothing can stop us when we are able to use the full potential of our brain. Anything that we think that is not possible is because some belief has been formed in the childhood, especially in
Mm.
the childhood, because that's where we learn a lot of things. Children learn so many things in the first 7 to 14 years. uh, Especially the 7 years, children learn a lot of things, and even they are programmed for success or failure in life. And
Yeah.
after the age of 12, 13, 14, around that time, when a child starts to take his own decision, There is a time, uh, like when everyone starts to feel, okay, now I can decide my life. And there is a time that happens. It's in this age, 12, 13, 14,
Mm.
where a child becomes capable of taking his own decisions, major decisions, right? After that day, life is different for most people. For 90% of the people, it is, uh, the life is going to be left dominant. Like, there
Mm.
are two parts of the brain, the right brain and the left brain. Once that day happens, when you start to take your own decision, after that, you know, for most people, left brain becomes dominant and the right brain becomes subdued.
Yeah. So, Sachin,
So, uh,
I can actually vouch that you have some really amazing stories and there are lots of them coming up. You just gave us a glimpse of your journey. So, Sachin, thank you for sharing your journey. What is the one thing that successful people do and others don't?
uh, there are many things that successful people do and others don't, but why they do some things that others don't do is because they are not limited to left brain thinking, which means that most people, uh, they think with their left brain, left logical brain. This is, as I said, after the age of 12, 13, for 90% or 99% of the population, the left brain becomes dominant and they take decisions from the logical brain. Like if they have to get admission to a college, they will think
Hmm.
logically. If they have to take a business decision, they will think logically. If they have to take a relationship decision also, they don't, they think logically also. In that also, the heart is not dominant. The mind is dominant. And that's where things do not work, because if you think, uh, if you just look at it this way, that suppose I walk, if I have to go from here to Delhi, for example, or
Hmm.
even if I have to walk for 1 kilometer with one leg,
Hmm.
how fast will I complete 1 kilometer? So it's like that. So those 90% of the population is, uh, working with only the left brain, which is like walking on one foot. If the successful people, the difference between that, it's not in the activities, but it's in the fact that they're using their right brain also. And using the right brain along with the left brain is like running. If you can walk on 2 feet, you can walk fast, you can run also, and you can run fast. This is what successful people are able to do. And this is naturally happening because our society is left brain. Our society, our education system, everything is left brain. We are trained to use the logical left part of our brain, and the right part of the brain is totally ignored. We can say, for the most part, for most people, it is ignored, and it is never developed. And because of that, most people till they die, they are left brain. We have seen many examples. Like there are people who are, they to take up something, like for example a government job,
Hmm.
and they will retire in that same company after maybe 35 years or whatever, 40 years. They are doing the same thing. uh, there's an accountant who will do accounting work, and for the rest of his life he will do only that, nothing else. Same thing, same routine. So most people have a same routine, like day in, day out. They wake up in the morning. Their life is not unpredictable. Their life is very, very predictable. What they will do next year is also predictable. New Year resolution also will not change. Even the next year, they will make the new same New Year resolution,
Hmm.
right? So this is the key thing, is this, that people are not able to use the full potential of their brain.
Hmm.
Only one in 100 people, or like 1% of the population, you can say, will be able to use both sides of the brain,
Wow.
both sides, both left and right.
That's,
So this is the key difference between successful
yeah.
and, like, unsuccessful people.
Yeah. And Sachin, I'll just share my screen. You can just quickly tell
Yes.
us about the left brain and the right brain for those who don't know, or these are some really great differences to make it obvious that which part of the brain
Yes.
over one. Go ahead, Sachin.
Right. So, you know, in the last 50 years, a lot of research has happened in the field of brain, in the field of brain, because new machines have been developed. So the scientists know, they have done a lot of experiments on people. They have made people think logically, for example, solve a problem or do some analysis. And they have find, when they are doing this, their left brain, some part of the left hemisphere of the brain is working. It's doing its job, right? There is some activity detected in that part of the brain. So left brain is for logic, for analysis. When you do some kind of analysis, when you
Hmm.
look at reports, when you like, maybe even stock analysis, for example. Uh, I'm sure many of you are in stock market. Okay, sequence. So first I will do this, then I will do this, then I will do this. This is what is called, like, sequencing, linear thinking, mathematics. If you solve mathematics,
Sachin, we'll wait for Sachin to join back. Till he comes, I'll just yes.
okay, there was a call, so I just disconnected.
Okay, okay.
When you are learning some language, when you're using grammar, that's where you're using the left brain. When you are recalling information, or when you are remembering facts, that is also at that time you are also using the left brain, thinking in words. So
Mm-hmm.
if uh, if I tell you to type which is your favorite song, okay, now if you think about your favorite song, you don't have to type of, like, if you have a favorite song, many people, they remember a song because of their words. They say, okay, like, the words, like, so meaningful, the words are so meaningful,
Mm-hmm.
they focus on the meaning of the words, right? Now this is not good or bad, right or wrong, but this is the left brain activity which is happening. Some other person will be, like, uh, may like the same song, but they may like the music in that song. Like, I like the tune,
Mm.
I like the beats in that. That is right brain, right? The rhythm, beats, that is the right brain. Right brain is about creativity, about imagination. When you can imagine something, like most,
Mm.
like, children are very imaginative, right? Children are very imaginative. They can imagine so many things, they when they're playing also. But society, what the society does with the children, they will say that, oh, why you're so childish, or why you're doing this, like, don't do this. This is this is not correct, something like that, right? We don't
Yeah.
we don't encourage imagination. The child might will take maybe a car, and he will imagine that the car is flying in air or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That is imagination, that is creativity. But what we do, that this is not reality, reality does not happen, don't do that. That's what we say. Thinking of something in a holistic way, a big picture. Many people go into detail, but they can't think of the big picture.
Mm.
A person who wants to be very successful, like, suppose somebody who's running a big business, for example, he will think of a big picture. He will not think of, like, small task.
Mm-hmm.
Intuitive ability. Why some people are successful? Because they are intuitive. They just know it. They just know, okay, uh, like, this is the right thing to do. And for intuition, there is no logic. Intuition is intuition. Non-verbal, successful people are also
Mm.
very good in non-verbal communication. They understand people very quickly because of their non-verbal clues. They are very sensitive to feelings, right? Daydreaming. This is something like, even as a teenager, if I'm daydreaming, my like we know, like, in most parents will discourage that if they say, like, I want to be a space scientist or something like that, or they are daydreaming like this. So
Mm.
many parents will like say, oh, it's not possible for everyone. It's not possible for everyone. Like, I remember, like, whenever there was a very expensive or relatively expensive things to buy, my father should say, I am not Tata Birla. Now, I love my father. He's a great guy, but that's what he had in, I don't know where he got it from, but that's what he would say. And for me, as a child, it was a programming, it was a subconscious belief which went into me that, we are not ultra rich or we are not very rich. We can't afford everything.
Mm.
This was totally subconscious. Nobody is like, late. It's only in later stage we realize why I'm not achieving my goals, why I'm not hitting
Yeah.
my targets, why I'm not fulfilling my dreams, why I'm not having my own house, why I'm not, like, many people are struggling with many things,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So fortunately, I started my spiritual journey and like doing these courses very early while I was studying. So even my during my early days itself, like, I got a lot of success, and because of that, I could identify these problems. I could identify these negative beliefs and dismantle them. And when I dismantled that, then a huge world of opportunity was available for me. So I got
Absolutely.
success in so many things, like, and
Yeah. And
and right brain
Sachin,
and
yeah,
sorry.
we just lost you for a second, Sachin. So,
Okay.
Sachin, thank you for sharing your success story with us. And you are the right person to be sharing all this with us because you have done all the hard work. And now we are going to have it easy and learn how to do this without all the hard work. So, Sachin, I want to ask you something which Aditi has asked on the group. Okay, you are
Okay.
saying that we have to now use our left brain and a right brain together in balance. Okay, now here is my left hand. Okay, I can see it and I can control it. I'm in full control of this right now. Still, I can't use it properly being a right handed person.
Yeah.
Okay, so how then can we tweak our brain and make amazing things happen? How is this possible?
Amazing question. Very nice question. I don't know if everybody knows about this, but the left brain controls the right part of the body, and the right brain controls the left part of the body, right? So the fact that we are not using our left brain so
Mm.
much means that we are not using our right brain, because the right brain controls the left part of the body. You know, so with I don't know. Did I answer the question? The uh, when we are able to use the both sides of the brain,
Mm.
we'll be able to use both sides of the body also much more better. But more than that, I'm going to come to one point that there is a there is a special thing about this. It doesn't happen at all frequencies. Like, just like the heart
Mm-hmm.
has heartbeat, right? We have seen in
Mm-hmm.
the television, or in the hospitals also, we have seen that there are waves, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There are machines where we can see ECG machines, etc. We see.
Mm-hmm.
So the heart has a frequency. The heart beats at a particular frequency. Okay. Similarly, the brain also emits some uh, rays, or you can say waves,
Mm-hmm.
which actually has certain frequency. And this, there are different frequencies, most of us, as you can see in the screen, we function at a certain frequency where only the left brain is dominant. That is called the beta frequency. Scientists have uh, like named this as beta. Means this frequency is anywhere between 12 to 35 uh, thing. And the moment we open our eyes in the morning, the moment we focus on something and we open our eyes, we are in beta. Lower beta is fine, but higher beta, like 20, 21 till 21 is fine. But after that, you start to feel more and more stress. If it's 25, 30, 35, it means high stress, too much of stress. Okay. So we are active. Our attention is on the outside world, not the inside world. And we are in this state for most of the time. So this is a state called beta where our mostly the left brain is active. The right brain is not active. And we function at this, most of us function at this level. Only some people have, uh, only some people take a dip into alpha level of the mind during the day. Maybe 10% of the population. Now it's very important to have that, because if you are consistently being in beta all throughout the day, you will feel stressed out, you will feel tired, you will feel exhausted. Your brain will not function very optimally. You cannot make very good decisions. You will not be intuitive. All the benefits of the right brain you will not get because you are in beta. And 90% of the population is in that, and they can't do anything about it because they don't even know about it. But if you know what is, like all those who are in this webinar today, now you're learning this secret, right? That this is what is going on. It's not it's not uh, it's not that the people, the rich people are doing some things differently. They are doing something. It's not the activities, but it's the way the brain is functioning. Is there way the brain is functioning which is different, and anybody can learn that. And you are going to learn a lot of things today about this, how this happens. So now, as I mentioned, that if many people who meditate, right? How many of you meditate? Just type M in the chat box. You do meditation of any kind. This is very good because while you're doing meditation, you go to the alpha level of the mind, which is anywhere between 8 to 12, 13, maybe around that. It's a very relaxing state of mind where your focus is not outward, your focus is inward. Okay, you you are in that state, and naturally we go into that state while waking up. So those who don't do meditation, they have only two chances. Those who do meditation, they have three opportunities of going into alpha. One is just before, just after waking up, while doing meditation, and just before going to sleep. You go into this alpha state of mind. Your brain waves are in this frequency. Those who meditate two times, it's even better. So alpha level is the thing. But in a meditation, what you're going to do, what you're going to learn in this workshop is a wide range of activities that you're going to do. In meditation, what happens is you go to the alpha level, and but you don't fully utilize all the possibilities are there, possibilities that are there in that. So it's very good if you do meditation, but lot of things that you can do here uh, is is what you're going to learn in this workshop. Okay, so alpha state is very, very important, and this is where your left brain and right brain also function equally actively. Like, they are active. So very, very important is alpha state, and then is the theta. Theta is a state of deep meditation where you are having thoughtless awareness. Now many people have experienced this. It's momentary, sometimes for a few minutes, for a few seconds, in fact. It's a very deeply relaxed state. It's not, there is no thinking at this point of time. And even if something is programmed in very early childhood, this can be like removed through this. The moment they start meditation, how many of you have this experience that you start meditation and you feel sleepy, and then you go to sleep instead of doing meditation? How many of you have this meditation, have this experience? Just type me in the chat box. I don't know if you're able to chat, but I I'm just saying this.
We are getting messages on the Telegram group. So
Okay,
I
okay, great.
read out the messages as and when they come. I don't fall asleep, but I do get restless. Like it takes a lot of time to get into a meditative state for me, at least.
Okay, right. But I've seen, like, because I do meditation
Mm-hmm.
workshops also. We did a meditation retreat recently. So many times people fall asleep. They feel
Mm-hmm.
they fall asleep because they are, when the moment they reach theta level, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, many people fall asleep. With awareness to go there, it means it takes a lot of many years of meditation also,
Mm-hmm.
practice in meditations to reach theta. And delta is a state where like, unconscious, where we are totally unconscious. We don't know much about this because scientists have done experiments on people, and when people come out of the theta level, they tell, okay, I was totally thoughtless. When they come out of alpha level, they say, I was meditating, or I was dreaming, or something like that. Dreaming, by the way, happens in alpha state, and everybody does that. Now, this reminds me of another fact. Like, most people, 90% of the population, as I said, they are in beta, or they are in left dominant state when they are awake, right? From
Mm.
morning to night before they sleep.
Yeah.
Now, they do go to alpha level, and they spend approximately 8 hours in alpha level. Not exactly 8 hours, but maybe 6-7 hours, because in theta, delta also. When they are sleeping, they are in alpha level, theta level, delta level, all these levels, deep levels of the mind, they are there, and their right brain is completely active.
Wow.
For all 100% of the population of this earth is like that. But during that time, they are sleeping, they cannot use the benefits of the right brain. They have creativity, they have imagination, they have holistic thinking, they are healing happening, intuition is happening. They are they are aware of the feelings, visualization, everything is happening. They are dreaming at that time, but they are not able to use the right brain, the benefits of that right, because they are sleeping. They can't do anything.
Mm.
And when they awake, the left brain is active. It's very logical. So this is the problem. Coming back to delta, delta is a frequency where scientists were not able to find out what really happens there, uh, because nobody is able to report it. They are almost like, very very deep sleep, like, totally unconscious sleep. They are not able to report anything. So we don't know much about delta level. But some people say it is about parallel universes, and we go into different universes at that time. So those things are theories, okay? But this is the fact about, and this is all like, research. So in the workshop, you're going to uh, beta. We have always been there, but you are going to go to alpha and theta level, and most of the time we are going to do at alpha level. That's where there is a particular frequency. I would like to say this. This is like one of the things which are very important. There is a particular frequency around the 10. That is a frequency where your left brain and right brain are equally active. Left brain is 100% active, right brain is 100% active. And in that state, if you make your decisions, if you visualize something, if you do your affirmations, many people do affirmations, but many people say that they don't work because it is done at beta, it will not work. Many people have read this book, uh, Law of Attraction and Secret and everything. In that also they talk about this. but how to make that law of attraction work for you? You can try it in beta, it will not work. That's why many people read the book, but and maybe they have watched the CD, everything, but they say, "Oh, I don't know, it's not working for me." Why
Mm.
it's not working? Because at beta, the left brain is active. The moment they say, I am a billionaire or something like that, the right left brain says, "Oh no, it's not the truth." So that's why.
This is really, really fascinating, Sachin. I have never heard of the importance of alpha state. Like we have learned the different brain waves, but alpha state is so important. This is for the first time that we have really delved into this. So, Sachin, I want to ask something which Nikita has also asked on lines of that. So, we can erase the pre accumulated thoughts and we can put in positive affirmations. And can we really remove the negative programming that has been done to us in the childhood and then change it and then change our lives and all areas of whatever, wherever we are looking for progress?
Absolutely. So that's the one of the keys of success. Like, we have been programmed. A lot of information that we have and a lot of beliefs that we have are coming from our childhood, and we can, if we can change that, we can change everything. So beliefs about money, beliefs about relationship, and all these things we have to remove it from our subconscious mind, and it can be done. The
Mm,
subconscious mind has access to all this information, and we can find out from in the workshop. We are going to do exercises by which you can remove those things. And uh, like I think I have many students who have done that. A lot of programming that has been done, that had done to them during the childhood, and they have overcome that, because of which the abundance was not flowing in their life. And even, like, for example, I would say my example, like, uh, as I said, like, my father used to say this. So if, when I was uh, in my family, nobody has ventured into business, everybody into job, right? So if I think of business, what will the first thought comes in my in mind is, okay, this is not for us. So if I cannot even take guidance from anybody in my family, because they are nobody's done business, right? So who is going to guide me? And in fact, most people will discourage, don't do this, find a job, find a job. And this is true for 90% of the people. But I did not, because I had broken all these things. I had to break beliefs. I have to break my beliefs. I had to break beliefs of many people in my family also. So I use this techniques for breaking that also. One of the things, I'm sure, I think people will relate to this, that going into stock market, think, forget about business, but going into stock market, what do you think about this? What most people will say, don't do this. The In 2003, when I opened my demat account in ICICI Direct, okay, when I told my father, he said, "Okay, you will lose all your money. You will lose all your money in this, because stock market is not for us. Stock market is not for us." And you know what? At that time, I was very clear. I was using these techniques. So I had broken some things. I was very, I said, okay. I was also fear. For a moment, I also felt, okay, my God,
mm,
I will lose my money. I was not earning any big amount that time. So I said, I was fearful. But then I did a programming. I did a programming at alpha level, that I want to buy my first stock and make money. I want to make some money in this.
mm,
And you know I got, through this technique, I got somebody expert to guide me. And he said, you buy this MRPL. It's a stock petroleum company. That was the first stock I purchased. And he said, just hold it for 1 year or so. I bought it at 8 rupees and I sold it at 20 rupees. I more than doubled my money. Now it was not a huge money because I was not earning that big, but and it was
But
all my
still,
money, not
yeah.
borrowed from my parents, uh, because I had taken a different path. Maybe if I
Mm,
have time, I can share that also. So I was on my own. It was my own money which I had
yeah.
invested in stock market, which my parents had, not my parents, but my father had so said that don't do that, you lose all your money. But still, I didn't go with the left brain advice, which is logical. He cares for me. That's why he said don't do that,
Mm,
because he doesn't want me to lose money, right? But it is a left brain advice, and society gives you left brain advice, logical advice. But I was intuitive. I took that action and I doubled my money. And that day I broke that belief that in the stock market you will lose money, because I had a result in my hand.
yeah.
And later I made a lot of money because of this technique. How
Mm,
many of you want to make lots of money to stock market? Then this course you must do it, because I'll share with you one more story. In this, if you're as I said, for most people, our right brain is super active at night. It's very super active, but we are sleeping, so we are not able to use it.
yeah.
But in this workshop, we're going to learn a technique which I used to make huge money in the stock market. So before going to sleep, I programmed my mind that I want to have a stock which will double in the 1 year, next 1 year. So many times I do this, and the first time when I did, not first time I think so, but recently, maybe few years back, I did this. At that time, I just to give you an example, okay, what is possible. Okay, so when I woke up in the morning, I woke up with a dream, and in the dream I could see an aeroplane. It was just going there, and in my dream I said to myself, oh, like the dream had many other things also, but I could see the aeroplane going there, going taking up. And I could see, let me see the tail of this aeroplane, where the name of the company is mentioned, right? Which aeroplane is this? I was very curious in my dream. So when I saw it closely, it was Indigo. It was written Indigo there in the tail. I said, my God. And when I woke up, I was sleeping with my pen and diary. I always do that. So when I woke up, it was dark, but I wrote with my pen Indigo, and in short, I wrote what the dream was all about. And that day, I purchased the stock Indigo in huge quantity, and I knew that I have to wait for 1 year. Now,
Fascinating.
there is no logic, there is no research report about this, there's nothing like that. There is no left brain input for this. This is totally uh, right right brain input. It is totally pure intuition. You just have to have the uh, guts to take the action. That's it. Just believe your subconscious mind. Believe in your subconscious mind. And I just did that, and it was 1,000. It became 1,500 within a year. This is what is possible.
Yeah. And
And
much
in
more
this
is,
way, yeah, much more is possible.
yeah, much more is possible, Sachin. In fact, we have planned a lot of things, and I know that you have a lot of stories still coming up. In fact, Sachin, we have questions coming in, and I want to
Yes.
tell everybody that uh, what Sachin has shared with his examples, this is actually a technique. You're trained in this. There are specific steps, tools, techniques that are learned. So, Sachin, Abhijit has said that I do meditations and I want to remove bad habits like laziness, overthinking,
Yes.
lethargy. Nikita has said, how do we work on the affirmations in our REM stage of our sleep? Priya has asked how to combat sleepiness during meditation. I think, Sachin, correct me if required, that the answer to all this is that we have to master alpha state, and everybody, we are going to shortly experience, get a glimpse of this alpha state and do something really special. So stay tuned. Sachin, am I right in sharing that?
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right.
Yes.
And everybody, I also want to reiterate what Sachin just said. Like we have been programmed all our life when we were children, especially, and that time our brains are like empty slates, right? And what we catch in those days, what we absorb from our parents and our surroundings, we then become that when we are adults. And predominantly, that is our subconscious, that is our alpha state. Now, imagine while you're sleeping now, when we are adults, when we have everything in control, we can go into that alpha state and we can actually change and tweak and attract and program whatever we want. Sachin, this is really path breaking information and we really can't wait to try. But Sachin, Aditi has an important question to ask about the waves that you just explained. So I'm going
Yes.
to just request her to unmute herself and ask us the question in brief.
Sure.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Thank you. Gratitude for your guidance, sir. Sir, I have a question about frequency. The first thing is, what is the method to train our brain to be at a certain frequency, and how to know that we have reached that particular frequency, and also that society has trained our always trained our left brains, right? तो how to unlearn, अभी तक हम लोग इतना पक्के हो चुके होते हैं हमारे beliefs, तो how to unlearn all those and how to reach that mode.
Yes.
Yes sir, done saying.
Many questions. So first of all, how do we know if we are in that, like, which frequency? So there are machines available. So if like if you go to a hospital, there are ECG machines, right? It measures not ECG. I think there are machines available which can measure the brain waves. So you can also meditate at that time and or go to alpha level and check what is your frequency. It's possible. That's one way of doing that, but every day you won't be able to do that. So there are other symptoms, like when you're at alpha state, you'll be totally relaxed, very relaxed. You will be like, the body also gives you certain messages, so you will know in that way also. But if you want to scientifically do exact numbers, you can actually, we'll have to like put electrodes in the brain and check what is the frequency. It is possible. All these have been developed. This information about left brain, right brain, it has come because of these machines only in the last 50 years. Before that, we did not have that. And like the old techniques were like, hypnosis and all, which were used. But now much more information is available. What was the another question? Can we Yeah, I think you are on mute. Aditi, you are on mute.
Unmute. Hello,
Yes.
am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. What is the method to train our brain to be at a certain frequency? My second question is that, sir.
Yeah. So basically, we're looking at a range of frequency like alpha. So this program, in this program, I'm going to train. So that's the technique basically. So you're going to learn this technique of how to be at alpha level and even, for example, theta level. So it's a training that you will go through, and going there is one thing, and then using that state for achieving your goals or solving problems. So for like, removing the negative beliefs also, there's a lot of work to be done. So there are many techniques. So when you go to that level, like for example, when you when you go into the swimming pool, then there are many different types of things you can do, right? Similarly, in this also, once you go to that alpha level, there are different techniques that you can apply. So you're going to learn not only one, more than 10 techniques you're going to learn there, which you can use. And there's a huge amount of work that will be done in the 6 days.
Awesome,
I hope
Sachin.
that answers your question.
I hope it does. Sachin, there is a great question which Shampa has asked. How
Yes.
easy or difficult it is to understand our subconscious mind. Most of the times, we don't even remember our dreams. In fact, I'll add on to what she's saying. Some of us, we don't even remember our childhood. Like, is this easy or difficult even if we don't remember our dreams or anything from the past?
Yes, absolutely. Because when we talk about we don't remember, it's about the conscious mind, right? The conscious mind does not remember everything, but the subconscious mind remembers everything. Every experience that you have had in this lifetime or even previous lifetime, but I want to stick to this lifetime right now. So every experience that you've had in this lifetime, it is there in your subconscious mind, and you can go there and correct that, uh, correct those things. You can go back to that, like whatever is the problem, you can remove that. So you can reprogram your subconscious mind. You have been programmed, but that time you are a child, right? You did not know, and authority figures told you something, and you believed that as true. I accept it as true. Or some of the things are just because in your environment, some of the people believe that. So beliefs are not taught many times; they are caught. Like you just catch those beliefs. It's not that they consciously teach you. Some things they consciously teach you. Some things you catch. So even that you can find out and remove that. For that, you have to go to the subconscious level and do that.
Sounds good, Sachin. Sounds very good. And Aditi has confirmed that thank you. You have answered her query very accurately. And Sachin, I think now will be a great time for us to experience what we have been speaking about alpha
Yes.
state. So, Sachin, are you going to help us plan our day with the alpha state? What are we going to do first, Sachin?
Yes. You started with this question that what successful people do differently. So successful people do plan their day in advance, right? And as you have rightly said, like uh, but there is a difference between how they plan. So they don't plan at beta level. Most of our planning is at beta level. So we make to-do list. If I ask people, like how many of you do to-do list, many people will say yes. It's a good thing, but it's a left brain activity. We are making a list of things that I have to do. So why don't we do one thing? uh, this exercise we'll do in two parts. One is at beta and one is at alpha. So everyone, I would request everyone to take your pen and notebook and write down what do you want to accomplish tomorrow or in the next 1 week. Whatever is true for you, whatever you want to take, you can choose one. Either tomorrow, what you want to do, make a list of things. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Normally, the way we are taught, like in time management workshops, make a list of things. Okay, so I think we can take 1 minute for that.
Yeah,
Just you
absolutely.
can write it down. Take your time
And
to write it down. Yeah.
Sachin, is it okay if we type it on the phone if you don't have a pen
Yeah,
and
yeah,
paper?
yes. You can
Okay,
type on the
great.
phone also. What are the things that you are going to do tomorrow
All
or
right.
the next week? Just write it down. This is at beta level. Your eyes are open and you are thinking logically. Okay, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. And then we'll do it at alpha level. So just to add a little bit while you are writing, thinking at alpha level is using the left brain, and thinking at thinking at beta level is like using a left brain, and thinking at alpha level is not only using your right brain but also your left brain, both the sides, and it is like running. So even intuition is available to you, your creativity is available to you, and logic is always there. Okay, I think by now you must have written what you want to do in the next day or next week. So now let's take a dip into alpha. For many of you, it might you those who are doing meditation, you will be familiar with this state a little bit, but we are going to do some activity there. So I recommend you use headphones. Just sit in a comfortable position. Any position is fine. You can sit on a chair or you can sit on the sofa, wherever you want to sit. Just relax and just close your eyes. The moment you close your eyes, you are aware of your internal states. You might become aware of your breathing. You might become aware of your posture, your clothing, and just relax. Begin to relax. Just relax all the muscles. Relax your forehead, your eyes, your eyebrows. Just relax. Just relax. Relax your shoulders, your arms. Relax your chest, your back. Just notice if there is any tension, stress in the body, and just let go. Just relax those muscles. Wonderful. It's wonderful to be deeply relaxed. Now I'm going to count from 10 to 1. Just visualize each number in your favorite color as if you're looking at your house from outside, but this number is bigger than your house also, or bigger than the building that you live in. Visualize the number 10. Relax, going deeper. Number 9 in your favorite color. Wonderful. Number 8, 7, 6, going deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're now at a deeper, healthier level of the mind, deeper than before. Just relax your eyelids and let this relaxation spread all over the body, in the sole of your feet. Just relax. Wonderful. At these deep level of the minds, positive affirmations have amazing impact on your mind. Day by day, in every aspect of your life, you're getting better and better and better. Wonderful. Now just think about your schedule for tomorrow and all that you have written there. Just pick item number 1 and just think, do you want to do that? Is there something which is more important for you? Is it the first thing that you want to do? When do you want to do it? If you are aware of something that is more important, more fruitful, more beneficial for you, add that to your list later when you come out. Right now, just make a mental note. Look at number two in your list, your to-do list, and just become aware of what else you need to do. Some of you might figure out how to do this. Some of you might figure out how to do it even better, or some of you might even skip that and find something better to do. Now pick the number 3 item. Think about it. At this deep level of the mind, you have both your left and right brain available for you. You have your logic as well as your creativity. You can analyze things very beautifully, also make holistic decisions. You can compute as well as intuit. That is your intuition. Just review everything in the list
Wonderful. Now, also, which you might think of how you want to do it. What is the sequence in which you want to do it? What you will do first? What you will do next? What after that? What are the things you're going to do in the morning? What are the things you're going to do in the afternoon? Then what are the things you're going to do in the evening? And what you'll do in the night? If you're planning your entire week, then what are you going to do on Monday, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Wonderful. Just relax, just relax. One of the benefits of spending time at these deep level of the mind is that all the stress that is accumulated in the body is released. The body is healed, all your organs function better, all your senses function better, and every time you enter this deep level of the mind, you feel better and better. Wonderful. I'm now going to count from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, you'll open your eyes. When you open your eyes, you'll feel wide awake and you'll feel wonderful. You'll feel as if you've had a refreshed sleep, refreshing and wonderful sleep. 1, 2, coming out slowly. 3, 4, now coming out. 4, 5. Open your eyes, feeling fine, in perfect health, feeling better than before. Just observe some objects in your room and just type in the chat box how you're feeling. Just in one word, what is the feeling? There was a time when you felt really good in this during this exercise. Just type in one word. How did you feel?
So you've done some good work. So the more time you spend at alpha level, it's better for you. I used to spend a lot of time even while I was working. I've produced some amazing results in from the companies that I work, and I did a lot of planning at this level. And many times it was like, I would my 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 plan would say that, I have a meeting with so and so person on Monday, but at alpha level I decide, okay, I will not go on Monday, I will go on Tuesday. And you know what happens in Tuesday when I go there? He says, "Oh, thanks that you didn't come on Monday because we had I had some meeting and I could not. I would have cancelled that appointment, etc." So I'm talking about days even when the phone was not there, mobile phone was not there. So that time we relied on intuition. So I relied a lot on intuition. I made a lot of progress in whatever I took up because of this. So
Sachin, I felt awesome. Aditi felt positive, and I want to quickly ask you that can we do this every night? Can we take a look at this recording and can we practice this?
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Every night you can practice this technique, and like, every if you do this is a secret, because successful people don't do different things, they do things differently, right? So
Yeah,
they do the planning at alpha level, they don't do at beta level. That's the difference. They do all their planning in a very relaxed state of mind, and most people do their planning in a like in a state where they are like, a lot of distractions,
yeah.
which is a beta level.
Sachin, this was really fun. And I really can't wait to share with people what all is possible with alpha level. Before that, Sachin, can we do like a demonstration with one person and then move on to the remaining planned things of the call?
Sure, definitely. So this, like, I have helped a lot of people in their in whatever they are dealing with. As a life coach, I've coached many people, and I use different techniques. So the mind power techniques also I use, and I've helped people in achieving their goals, solving their problems. So let's see what we can do
Absolutely.
for this in a very limited time. But
Yeah.
quickly, I will do definitely something.
Yeah, and I have tried it. It's really a lot of fun. So, Abhijit, I want to check with you. Would you like to come on and share any situation you want help with and get help from Sachin? He's actually typed on the group Sachin, so I'm just checking with him if he
Okay.
wants to come on. Anybody else, please type in on the Telegram group if you want to come on and see what magic Sachin can do for in the alpha state or any other way there is depending on your situation, let us know and we will take you on. And before we confirm some of you to come on, let me tell you that this call is being recorded and it is there on YouTube. It's being live streamed. So only if you're comfortable sharing your details and agreeing that this call is going to be there, not hidden, not deleted. Only if you're comfortable, then you come on and share your details. All right. So Abhijit, would you like to come on? Okay, all right. I'm unmuting Abhijit. Sachin, I'm going to
Yes.
spotlight you first and then I'm going to bring him on. And everybody else, those who have volunteered, we will try and take as many people as possible today. If not today, Sachin is coming back on Monday evening with lot more activities, lot more details, and lot more demos. So try and come on that day. Right now, let's begin and do as many as we can. Abhijit, can you move your earphones, please? Because it's coming in the middle of your screen and I've requested you to unmute yourself.
Okay. Hello. Good evening, Sachinji.
Yes,
And
Sajid. Yes.
good evening. The question is that I am suffering from laziness, procrastination, and this kinds of thing, which is preventing me from achieving my goals. So, how this can help me?
So can you share with me one thing that you want to do and one thing that you want to one thing that you want to change? This is a very general statement. So let's work on one aspect of your procrastination.
I feel that I set my goals, and after 15 days, after 30 days, I change my goals. I think let's shift that goal 1 month behind, or something like that.
So what is
Let's
your number one goal?
hmm?
What is your number one goal?
Number one goal. Actually, I was in a job. I was doing a chef job. Okay, and when Corona strike, I left the job, and thereafter I couldn't get into that job. I'm feeling that
Okay.
let's hope for another. Let's stay for another 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, something like that. Every month, I feel of shifting my joining. Let's join in the summertime. Let's when summer comes, thereafter I think of winter time. That kind of thing is happening with me after this Corona time. Corona happens.
Okay. So what is the kind of person you want to become who does not have this problem?
I want a very good chef. Okay.
You want to
Uh,
be a very good chef.
yeah,
Okay.
that's the thing.
Understood.
I was quite good chef. Okay, I was working in Goa, but after Corona, all these things actually my job was gone when Corona
Okay.
struck.
Understood. I understood your situation. So let me help you with this. So just uh, you can just relax, close your eyes, just relax. You don't have to speak, so you can just keep your hands free if you feel comfortable. Just relax, close your eyes, and remember the last meditation we did. Just remember how good you felt at that time. Just close your eyes and just relax. Relax all the muscles of your body. Remember that last time, how good you feel when you went into deep level of the mind. Wonderful. So that your mind and body adjust to that same level, same depth, or deeper than that. Now I'm going to count from 10 to 1. With each descending number, you will enter a deeper, healthier level of the mind. 10, 9, going deeper, 8, 7, 6, 5, deeper, deeper, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now at a deeper, healthier level of the mind, deeper than before. Just take a deep breath, and as you exhale, just relax your eyelids and let this relaxation spread all over the body. Just relax. Wonderful. Now just imagine yourself as a new you. There is an old you which has all these problems, and that image you can see in the left. You have this procrastination thing, and there's a new you, the kind of person you want to become, a good chef. And just imagine that you're working in the best possible destination, maybe Goa or anything that you have in mind. You're working with dedication, commitment, and just visualize that you have been appreciated with for your work, and you're consistent in your work. You are doing your best, and this image is getting bigger, brighter, more colorful. And that image of Abhijit, who was procrastinating in the past, is becoming less, smaller, black and white, and it is almost disappeared. And this image, big image of Abhijit, who's very good in his job, is there. And now at this and all other levels of the mind, whenever you think of your job, your goals, you will visualize this image, and this image will motivate you, inspire you, and make you spontaneously act, take decisions, and act in such a way that you will make this a reality. It is a reality right now in front of you, and this is going to inspire you and take you. Anything does not support this visualization and imagination in your subconscious mind will now be destroyed at the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, coming out slowly. 4, 5. Open your eyes, feeling fine, in perfect health, better than before. How are you feeling
Better
now?
than before. It's amazing.
Very good.
It's amazing.
Very good. Thank you, Abhijit.
Okay.
So now the subconscious mind has been programmed for success in this way. Now I did it for Abhijit, but once you do this workshop, you will be able to do it for yourself. So my intention is to empower everyone to be their own boss. Like if so the magic wand will be in your hand.
Absolutely,
So
Sachin.
yes.
Absolutely. In fact, Sachin can also help you if you would not like to learn this or do it for every other area of your life. You have some specific concern, Sachin can still help you. He also has a personal session package ready for us. We will come to that. We would really try this out with some more people. So participants who have put your name on the group, hang on, we will try and take you on. Okay, so stay tuned, and we want to really try one more activity. So before that, Sachin, let us tell everybody what all is possible with this. We have put everything down in a couple of screens. Let quickly take us to them, and then maybe we can tell them how they can actually do this themselves. And we have some more exciting things waiting for us. Just give me a moment, please.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Sachin.
Yes. So as I said, like this technique can be used for solving any problem that you have. It can be in any area of life. A lot of people have sleep problems. I have a student who did this course, and she was taking pills. She was taking pills, and after learning this technique, there's a specific technique for overcoming sleep problems also. She don't she started to feel like earlier she was spending, even after taking pills, it was taking time for her to get sleep. She overcame that problem. Now she's no longer taking any pills, and there are this technique can help you in being very confident at interviews or presentations or whatever else that you want to do confidently. Many people have this challenge of confidence in specific situations. So this will help in that. And you can learn things fast. I forgot to share with you my story, like, how I learned, like during my college days, how I use these techniques to learn fast in less time. So in the workshop, I'm going to share with you my entire detailed story, like how it was, like, how I uh, use this technique to learn, uh, and prepare myself for the exams, and do in very less time. I used to get only 1 hour. I'm going to share the story. It's going to be very inspiring, but very less time right now. So we'll just skip this story. So you can develop your sixth sense, intuition. You can use your intuition in every area of your life. You can achieve all your goals, whatever goals you have in different areas of life, maybe a health goal, financial goal, career goal, anything, you can achieve that. Heal your relationships. You can heal you can also help other people in coming out of problems. I had some money stuck with somebody, so I use this technique to get the money, recover that money also. So that is also one thing which you can do to get cooperation from other people. There are one of my students, she was having a very bad boss, and after learning this technique, she used applied this technique, and the boss, like, there was a 180-degree shift in the way he behaved with her. So this is all is possible. A lot of examples I'm going to share during the workshop from my life and from the life of my students who have and clients who have experienced this. Better health. Many health issues, like I shared with you how I overcome my cold problem, like sneezing problem, from this. There are many people who have achieved that. Different health issues they have solved. Wake up feeling refreshed. Many times people have this complaint that even after sleeping 8 hours, I don't feel that energy and enthusiasm. So here there's a solution for that also, for health issues, for addictions. Yeah, for addictions, uh, there are addictions with different kind of addictions you can change. Uh, you can also work on weight loss goals, for example. You can make headaches disappear. In fact, a few minutes at alpha level automatically dissolves your headache. But
Wow.
if it has been consistent, that then you can do some additional techniques you can have to use, but that will help in overcoming that headache problem also. Bad habits. If you have certain behaviors which you want to get rid of, you can do that. Stress. It's one of the major benefit is stress will be dissolved. I have students who have, like, dissolved their stress because of that, because of this technique. And how to relax yourself completely, physically and mentally, in very less time. You can do this. Affirmation. Somebody was talking about affirmations also. Affirmations are very good, but it takes a lot of time. You have to repeat this for a long time. But at alpha level, if you do them, then you can also get very quick results. Plus, anything which does not support that affirmation, if there is any thought, belief, or emotion which is contrary to the affirmation, you can immediately go into the root cause of that and remove that also. So then the affirmation will start working even better, because that negative belief was stopping the affirmation from not working. Now, those who are not married, you can do this because you can take important life decisions based on this. In the workshop, I'm going to also share with you, or maybe on Monday, how I took my career decisions, how I took new jobs, how, at what point of time, why I left a certain job, because of the insight I got from my right brain or subconscious mind. You know, how to attract customers, or how to find your right guru or guide or uh, life partner. You know, decisions about money. All those who are into stock market, you must do this, because I'm going to share how I made a lot of money because of this technique. Yes. Lot
Superb,
of exciting
Sachin.
things. Yes,
Lot of
yes.
exciting things, and can't wait to get more glimpses of this, Sachin. And we'll directly jump to the packages, everyone. Sachin has some two beautiful, straightforward, fantastic packages for us. One is for us learners, his Mind Power Workshop, 12 hours workshop, and then the other one is a personal session where one-on-one you can work with him, and he will actually give a personalized alpha state healing process which you can record and you can use it for any concern you may have. So Sachin, please take it away and share with us your details.
Yes. So in this workshop, we have planned in such a way that you get a lot of time to implement it also. So every day we spend 2 hours in learning the technique. So you have the next 24 hours to apply those things, and then you learn some more. In this way, we will do it for 6 days, and this is going to be for a lifelong. Like the moment the things that you learn so much, it's like learning a new something totally new. Like for example, somebody who does not know to drive, and how is the life changed after learning driving. So it's like that. So somebody who does not know to swim and he starts to swim, then what is possible for that person? Like someone who does not know a language, for example, if you don't know French, but if you learn French, what will happen? A world of opportunity opens up. So this is something like that. It's very basic skill. If you don't know music, but if you learn some musical instrument, what will open up for you? A whole world of opportunity. So this is what is going to happen when you learn to function at alpha level and also do the changes. And my promise is that once you learn this, every year you will be at a different level. Every year, the kind of resolutions you will be making will be totally different, and you'll reach new higher highs in your life.
Absolutely. And we will definitely learn to use both sides of our brain, master the all important alpha state, and of course, reprogram the subconscious mind. Sachin is also going to give us PDF notes, call replays, and e certificate. Sachin, take us through the highlights of the workshop.
Yes, you will learn how to function. How first of all, in right now, because it's new for all of you, but in the workshop you'll learn how to go into this alpha. It doesn't have to take long hours, right? How to do that in 1 minute. You can go to alpha level and be sure about it, and you can use that alpha level for creating success in every area of life, getting answers in your dream. So when you can sleep with one question, and in the morning you can wake up with an answer. That is what is possible. And learn new things very fast. Learn things fast, and also access the super learning state. Most people cannot go to uh, like the childhood again. In the childhood we learn a lot of things fast because we are in the super learning state. After that, they will not be able to go to their childhood, but you will be able to do that. In the workshop you learn how to become a child, how to have that fresh brain where you can create new impressions, deprogram yourself of all the clutter that has been accumulated of over the years, all the people that you have said, that you can't do this, you can't do that, all the limitations that have been imposed upon you will all be deleted and destroyed. So that's what you're going to do this in this. So reprogram all the negative beliefs and visualize, manifest all the things that you want in different areas of life. And also you'll learn shortcuts. You learn shortcuts of how to do this fast, and every time you use this, I'm going to reprogram your subconscious mind. I'm going to program your subconscious mind in such a way that all these techniques are going to like you become a part of your life, and you'll be able to do it spontaneously, easily, effortlessly. Okay. And how all these techniques are going to help you to create your dream life, all that you dreamt about, like all that you want to do in your life. You'll be able to do this. You'll also be able to break old habits and form new habits.
Absolutely. And If this was not enough, everybody just wait till you hear the bonuses Sachin has planned for us.
Yes, I want you to. Yes, this is something like in nowadays everybody wants this because we want to read a lot of things in less time. So I'm going to share with you everything about speed reading in this 1 hour bonus workshop. And all lot of people have problems in relationship. A lot of people have a lot of money nowadays, but in spite of having a lot of money and the best cars, the big houses, there are problems in relationship. So how you can manage, resolve those issues and in relationship is going to be the focus of the second workshop. Yes, I'm also going to answer questions in the group sessions and anything that you would like to practice apart from the multiple MP3s that I'm going to give you, so that you can every day you can listen to those things and go to alpha state in the guided meditation which I'm going to give in the MP3. And question answers will be answered in the WhatsApp group, and you can also revise this workshop uh, again within this year. Once you register, you can repeat this course so you can get much deeper uh, knowledge about this. Not about knowledge, but it's a practice, more practice on this.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 12 hours from 27 Jan to 1st Feb and 8 p.m. To 10 p.m.
Yeah, and
That's
call
the time.
recording, yeah, is going to be shared. Yes, Sachin.
So this is the total what you're going to get. The mini workshop on speed reading and relationships and follow up and everything. This total value is 31,500 US dollar 431. With this and because we are here with Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies, we are going to offer you a 78% discount on this for the next 48 hours. Yes, this
Yes,
is unbelievable.
it is.
Yes, and it's only 6,999 USD 96.
Absolutely,
Wow, I think
Sachin.
this is because of Sankrant, this huge saving.
Yeah, it's a great weekend. Thank you, Sachin, for this. And you also have a personal option for those who don't want to take up the
Yes.
workshop.
Yeah, or those who want to take up a workshop plus you want to
Exactly,
work
yes,
on one very important burning issue of your
absolutely.
life, then I will be doing this one-to-one
Hmm.
consultation. You saw how what I did in 5 minutes. If I give you 1 hour, what I can do for you, you can think about it. I'm sure you have a good idea about it. So this any area of your life where you have some concern, problem, issue, we will work on that. I'll understand that. We'll also use this technique to give you a solution to that. And that recording I will give it to you, so you can listen to it again, so that you can refresh it and reprogram your subconscious mind. Although once I reprogram, it's done. You may not have to listen to it again, but if you wish, you can still repeat whatever you have covered. So this is going to be there. And apart from that, once that is complete, we will do a follow-up session, and I will give you something which is useful for you, MP3 which is useful for you, so that you can overcome that issue, whatever is there, and it disappears from your life forever. Yes. So this is what you get. Normally, I charge 5,000 rupees for this session for only for the participants and uh, of this uh, webinar,
Masterclass.
this masterclass. Yes, for them this is special offer, 60% saving on this. You'll get this at 1,999. I'm never going to do this because it's going to take 1 hour of my time. Uh, this is on special request from Mystic Lotus, and I love this community. So is because of this, I'm giving this special personal session for those who are those who want to work on one issue.
Thank you, Sachin. Thank you very much for considering all angles and everybody. Two superb packages, workshop, all inclusive, loads of bonuses, including two mini workshops and three MP3s and WhatsApp support and free revision option. It is just for rupees 6,999 US dollars 96. And of course, if you also want to work with Sachin one-on-one on any issues you need help with, of course, he'll help in reprogramming the subconscious. It is just for rupees 1,999 US dollars 28. Remember, this is only for the next 48 hours. We will meet Sachin on Monday evening, and Monday midnight the prices will increase. So everybody, welcome. Please ask questions related to the packages on the group, and we would love to help you out make a decision. And I also want to now ask everybody who is there on the call, what should we do next? Sachin, shall we ask everybody that should we do some more demos, or should we do the New Year resolution back on track activity? So whatever remains, we can do that on Monday, or if you want, we can do both of them on this call. So everyone, let us know on the Telegram group what you would like to do. Till everybody responds, Sachin, I want to ask you a very interesting question which Shri had asked. All right. She asked, how do we come to know that any thought or any decision that is coming to us is coming from the left brain or the right brain?
Yeah. So you can ask a simple question. What is the reason? So if there is a logical reason behind that, it is coming from the left brain. Whatever conclusion you have made, if there is a reason behind that, then it's coming from the left brain. If there's no reason, then it's right brain. It must be individual. Does
Makes
that
sense.
answer the question?
Actually, it did make sense, Sachin, and I will let Shri type on the group to share what she thinks. And Arvind has asked that we will do Q&A session, Sachin. So Arvind, I'm going to unmute you and you can share any issue you need help with. But before we speak with Arvind, I would like to invite Mitul first, and he will share with us how his life has changed after Sachin's Mind Power workshop. So, Sachin, would you like to share with us, introduce Mitul to us?
Yes, Mitul is a teacher. He's a spiritual seeker, and he's teaching Reiki and tarot, and he has seen a lot of things change in his life after attending this mind power workshop. So in the area of health, and I think if he shares, it's better, right?
Absolutely. Well, Mitul is here. Mitul, tell us the wonderful progress you've made after Sachin's Mind Power workshop.
Yeah, good evening. So glad to connect today. And see, every day we learn something new. And even today, I definitely learned something new. And since I joined So, it has completely transformed my life. I mean, I learned so many things from him. Like I learned Reiki, Tarot, many things. But especially the Mind Power workshop, which I learned from Sir. I think almost 2 years before, using that techniques, almost 90% negativity has gone out from my life. All the negative people, I'm attracting more positive people into my life. More clients are coming. My income has almost tripled, I can say,
Wow.
with time freedom. Like I remember when I used to work in Andheri and 4 hours of traveling and 9 hours of work. So it was 13 to 14 hours. But after I joined this workshop and I've been practicing the different techniques, what Sir taught me. So in 7 hours, I'm earning like almost more than double I'm earning in 6 hours. So rest of the time, I have time for my meditation, other spiritual practices. So it gave me time freedom, financial freedom, and independence. That's what I always wanted to do. And definitely my health issues, like I used to have some mental issues and all physical problems. I was using that technique, I'm able to overcome that problems also, more confidence, and my speech had increased. And it's just amazing to do this workshop. And there cannot be a better person than Sachin sir for this, because he's not only a guide, he's also like your friend and everything. And whenever you call him, he's always available. So that is the most wonderful thing, availability. And he'll always call you and he'll do the follow-up session with you. He's like a life coach also. For me, is everything. And because of him, using the manifestation technique, I've taught Reiki to more than 150 students, like doing a lot of healings, and I'm growing spiritually also. So just awesome. And I would recommend everyone to do this session about the mind power workshop. And I can assure you, as so said, if within 1 year, definitely you will see transformation within you. And definitely not only so in this program, he'll also teach you other spiritual techniques also, like giving more information, for your personal growth also. So that is the beauty of working with Sachin sir. It's not only about the workshop, but also new insights, something for our knowledge also. And he loves helping people. So very happy to be here, and I just hope to be work with him lifelong and continue my spiritual growth with Sachin sir.
Thank you, Mitul. That was fantastic. You covered almost all areas of your life. As you said at the beginning of the call, what have you not done with Sachin?
Yes.
Really, and Mitul, we really appreciate you extra for being on this call even before we started. So thank you for staying and sharing this fantastic, important insights with us. We wish you all the best.
So I'm feel grateful to do this workshop again, because again we learn so many things every day.
Yeah.
And just we have to keep on practicing. That's it.
Thank you, Mitul. Thank you very much for joining.
And one more thing I want to add, the secret of law of attraction, you will learn in this workshop. Like why people are not able to manifest things, why law of attraction is not working. After doing this workshop, you'll understand the real meaning of law of attraction. With so. Yes.
And Sachin, you want to say something? Are you going to say something?
I think he has covered everything. I think Zenny is also waiting to share. Can.
Sure. We'll invite Zenny. Mitul, thank you once again.
Yeah,
we wish you all
welcome.
the best.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Absolutely. We'll have Seni on. Seni, could you come on video and share your experience with Sachin's Mind Power Workshop? I've sent a request to unmute yourself. Seni? Hi, Seni.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Just a second.
Yeah. Sachin, till Zenny joins, do you want to share something about her with us?
Yeah, Zenny is from Gandhidham. She's a chartered accountant, and now she's also a Reiki teacher and spiritual guide for many people. She does violet flame meditations and violet flame course, many other courses. So it's I think I know her since 4 years or so. I'm not sure, but
Zenny is also ready.
Amazing
Zenny?
teacher, yes.
All right.
Yes. So, hello everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak. So, I'm actually a Reiki teacher. I'm student of Sachin sir, and I'd done this workshop like 2 years back. And since then, because when sir was teaching, one moment, one line had struck in my mind that he had like a belief which was put in him in his childhood, and then he changed that belief, and he was able to recover from his health. And that actually struck in my mind, and I started evaluating my beliefs regarding everything. So one personal that I would like to share, like regarding money. So I had a belief, even as I think one of them had shared that, if we don't remember that it is coming from childhood or not. So one such belief I did had from childhood, but I could not consciously remember that. But when I started, manifesting, I could, get the message. My intuition would actually guide me that, why it is not manifesting. What is the block that is coming? And then I realized that I had a fear, like, I had the subconscious fear that, if I'm earning so much, somebody is going to come and take it from me. So that fear was not allowing me to manifest more abundance into my life. So when I started realizing that, the background, when I started realizing, I started consciously then changing my belief. So that really helped me a lot. And then I started, using this in my daily life. Regarding, I used to be consciously aware of my belief, constantly used to see that, what is it that I need to change, or where it is coming from. And whenever I used to meditate, I would definitely get my answers. Like, our intuition is actually very much helpful for us when we meditate. Our wisdom, our soul is also, will give the answers. So it's very useful, and I'm really glad that I attended this workshop, because it has helped me really, miraculously.
Sounds good, Sani. Thank you so much for
Yes, and
joining and sharing.
Thank you.
I would like to add something which Jenny shared with me, that for the first time shared with me that during this lockdown, earlier she had many health issues. Very
Mhm.
often she would get sick, but during this lockdown, many people getting sick, but she did not have anything like that. Her health was totally fine all throughout this
Wow.
epidemic.
In fact, every now and then I would get throat infection, but in whole this lockdown in 2 years of time, I did not, get COVID. I was completely healthy, and before that, my immunity was very low. So I had continuously trained my mind to, that I have to get well with the healing. Like, I'm a Reiki healer, so before that
Mhm.
also I used to put it in my mind that I have to be healthy with the healing first. Like, I don't have to rely on medicines again and again. So I think somewhere it got manifested and my body started understanding first, and now it has become very less. Now I don't get, ill very often.
Fantastic, Jenny. That's a fantastic application of the learnings, Sachin. Really, Jenny. Congratulations to you, and we wish you
Thank
all
you.
the best and good
Thank you
health.
so much.
Thanks a
Thank
lot
you.
for
So
joining.
all those who have health issues, I want you to understand that it's not that it's something is there at the physical level. It's
Mm,
the subconscious programming. Once that is removed, then everything changes. So that's what happened with Zenny.
yeah, makes it all comes together and makes complete sense, Sachin. So we'll move on. I'm going to spotlight you, and I'm going to invite Arvind. And till we speak with him, if anybody more would like to come on for a demonstration, let us know on the Telegram group. So Arvind, you can unmute yourself. We are live on YouTube and we will be sharing the replay. If you can come on video, that would be nice. We will spotlight you with Sachin. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Am I audible?
Yes, Arvind, we can hear you.
Yeah. Good evening, all. Sir, actually,
Arvind,
I'm
just wait a moment, please. Just hang on for a few seconds. Sachin will reconnect. I think we just lost him for a few seconds. I think he'll join back immediately. Sachin, are
I
you
can
here?
hear your voice. I'm here.
Sachin?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can. Arvind, can you come back? All right.
yes. Sir. Hi.
Yes, Arvind.
Hello, sir. Sir, I'm a student preparing for UPSC civil service exams. So I want to know how this course will help me to ace the exam. So especially the anxiety part. Can you please help me out, because I'm a very anxious person. So last year was a really unfortunate year for me. I had a lot of health issues. I couldn't focus. So how this course will help me out uh, in help come out of these things, sir?
Yes. See, anxiety means you are in operating at beta level. So in this course, you will learn how to function at alpha level. And even when you are at beta level, let's say for example, when you are writing exams, etc., there is a technique by which you can anchor the alpha level. So the alpha brain waves also will be generated along with the beta, so that you will be more free of stress during this. So uh, you will not experience stress. Plus, there are techniques by which in pre-program you can pre-program that before you go for examination or any such thing, you will be in a very calm state of mind. So during that process also it will go fine. Plus, it can help you in enhancing your memory about this. So whenever you study something, so there are techniques by which you can improve your understanding about whatever you're learning, and also remember that for long time, as well as recall it whenever it is required. So when I was learning, when I was when I started learning this technique, I was a student like you. So that time, because of some incidents, I had decided that although both my parents were working, they were earning, there was no money issue in my family. I decided that I will pay for my own education. So during my graduation, post graduation, I was working as well as I was studying. So it gave me very less time to study, very less time. But I in that less time also, I used to study very effectively using these techniques. So the kind of one of the things which a bonus course is speed reading. So I use speed reading also. I use these techniques for because the moment 24 hours now, you forget 95% of the things you did. Like the moment this day is over, the next day you will remember only 5% of whatever you have read or understood. So there are techniques by which you can transfer the information from the short term memory to the long term memory, so that it remains there, and you can access that information quickly. So during my exams, many times I could visualize the textbooks which I was reading, like, or revision, right? I could see the things, and I was writing the answer. It's almost like copying, but the images were there in my mind. It was not that I was reading from a book, but I was recalling the information which I had read uh, before entering the exam hall. And the kind of peace I had, like, I was total peaceful. I was very peaceful, calm, and I was writing my papers very calmly. This is how I took my exams. So many times people read at the last moment, like just before entering the exam hall, they are still studying. That's a wrong thing, because that's not the way the brain functions. So you learn a lot of things. The scientists have discovered many things how the brain functions, but people are not aware of this. A lot of information you will get in this workshop, which will help you in your studies. So it's an amazing workshop for all students, no matter what is their age, what examination they are giving. This workshop is a must, and it's good for parents, no doubt, but it's good for students as well. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, one more query, sir. Actually, you
Yes.
said about left brain and right brain. So I have my hobby is like to study about neuroscience things. So the prefrontal cortex, they say the most advanced human brain. So how it is related to left brain and right brain? Because they used to say the planning, execution, everything works out of this prefrontal cortex, which is the advanced form of human brain. Like, so how this brain which part is that the left and right? So which part the prefrontal cortex comes in?
See, the physically it might be in whichever left or right, but that is a physical domain dimension, right? Then the brain waves. It's about, see, it's not only about the brain. It's about the brain waves. So when you reduce your brain frequency, you will reach a certain level where your left brain and right brain both will be active. So even if that prefrontal uh, this is in let's say it's in the left, I don't know where it is exactly, but wherever it is, it will work because both left and right are active. And it is important because it's not the the brain functions as a whole. It's not that one part of the brain is working, right? The brain functions as a whole. It has different abilities like intuition and creativity, logical thinking, mathematics. All these things are different parts. So here you are using the entire brain.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
Arvind, for joining. We wish you all the best for your exam, and we hope to see you in the workshop as well. And I would like to add to what Arvind asked, Sachin, that it is not just for students, it is also for professionals, right? Like making presentations, attending meetings, or giving interviews also. I think all of these principles will help at that time as well, right?
Absolutely. Anybody who is
Yeah.
working or having his own business, for them also this is like amazing, because you can excel at your work. You can use these skills for use those skills for excelling at your job or business. If you want to multiply your business, grow your business, scale your business to the new level. So this is what is required, because otherwise 90% of the population are going to stay left brain, and they are just going to use, is like, they are, it's like walking at in one with one leg.
Mm.
It's like that. You can't run, you can't even walk properly. But with this, you are able to run, you are able to, in fact, you are able to fly also.
Fly, absolutely, Sachin.
Sky is the
And
limit.
sky is the limit. And I think this is a great note to end today's call. We have crossed our time, and we are very excitedly want to share with everybody that we will meet again on Monday, 6:30 p.m. India time. And whatever we have planned, whatever we want to share with everybody, we will do that on Monday. And Sachin, I'm sure if we take a test today, all our brains, I'm sure, are slightly bigger in size today after your class. Thank
Yes,
you for the lot of fantastic, really unheard of, unique information. And thank you everyone for joining us today. Sachin, is there anything you would like to share with us before we close for today?
I want to thank you for being such a great host, and like, your questions made this more interesting. And I want to thank the participants also for all the questions and comments, because every workshop I do is different because of the questions. So during the workshops also, that's why I recommend those who are doing this workshop, when I do it again, you can repeat it also. Every time you do it, you learn more from different questions. So it's going to be a great learning experience.
Absolutely, Sachin, and I can't agree with you more. Our calls go to the next level because of the questions our audience asks. And thank you for being there always. We wish you all a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday with Sachin at 6:30 p.m. India time. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you, thank you, thank you.